Good morning, Classroom 1A. It's time for meeting. Let's go over the details of our day. Yesterday was what? What day was yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah. Yesterday was Sunday. So if yesterday was Sunday, then today is what? What day comes after Sunday? If yesterday was Sunday, then today is Monday. Monday, yeah. Oh. So if yesterday was Sunday, then today is Monday. So yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday, then tomorrow will be what? If yesterday was Sunday and today is Monday, then tomorrow will be Tuesday. Yeah. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So today is Monday. The month is August. A-U-G-U-S-T. August. What number? When there's a 1 and a 7 next to each other, that makes the number 17 or 17th. We sign 17 by making a 7 and we can shake it like this. Or we do a 10, so fingers in, thumb out, facing towards us, to a 7, and we do that really fast. So you can do this, 17 or 17th or 17, 17th. I think I like 17. That's how I like to do most of my 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah. 17. So today is Monday. Monday, August 17th. The year is 2020. We're over halfway through August. Yeah. What season is it? We've got about a month left in this season. It's summertime. Yeah, it's summer. Summer means it's usually pretty hot. That's when we have our breaks from school. Lots of stuff goes on in the summer. Some of us have summer birthdays. Yeah. Even though my birthday is in the summer, it's not my favorite season. My favorite season comes next. Fall. Yeah. Followed closely by, again, on the calendar, but also in my list of favorites, winter. Yeah. So, today, what is the weather like? You can look out your windows, you can maybe peek outside and see. I'm gonna look out my windows. I have one over here and one over there. When I look both ways, I can see what the weather's like outside. What is the weather like outside your house today? When I look outside my windows, I see that it's already pretty sunny outside. I think we might see some clouds today. It's gonna be a little overcast. But even though there's some clouds in the sky, it's still gonna be pretty hot. I think I read somewhere 109 or even 111. I think tomorrow it's gonna be 112. I don't like that. I don't like when it's hot. But when it is hot, there are things that we need to make sure we do to take care of ourselves. We need to make sure we're drinking lots of water, staying inside where it's cool, taking breaks in the shade if we're outside, wearing appropriate clothing. We're not gonna wear long sleeves if we're going out in the sun unless we do that to keep our skin covered. But even then, we gotta make sure we cool off in other ways. We also need to make sure we're wearing sunscreen if we're gonna be outside for long periods of time. But I do not recommend being outside for long periods of time in the weather this week. It's gonna be way too hot to be outside. Yeah. If we were in school, we would be spending all of our time in the classroom because it's just way too hot to do anything like walking in the quad or anything like that. Okay. Let's go over our classroom rules. Be respectful of yourself and others. We need to respect all people. All people. Yeah. We respect their differences, their opinions, their personal space, personal property, choices, everything. We need to respect all people, just like we deserve respect because we're all humans. We all deserve respect. One great way to show respect to yourself and to others is to keep hands, feet, and objects to yourself. You need to be safe with your body and with the objects around you. We need to make good choices. Even if we're angry, even if we're upset, we still need to be safe. We can use our words to communicate how we're feeling. We don't need to use aggressiveness with our body or with the objects around us. And there's lots of different ways we can communicate, not just talking like Ms. Jessica's talking, but we can also use our communication devices, gestures, pictures, lots of different things. Follow the directions of all your teachers. I think this one has been the most challenging during this time because you're not seeing your teachers regularly unless you're watching my videos every day. But even then, we're not working together. You're just watching me, and that's really different from being in our classroom. Yeah. So even though we aren't working together all the time, there are still people in your life that you need to make sure you're listening and following their directions. Parents, care providers, respite workers, family members, any support staff you may have. We need to listen and follow their directions because they ask us to do the things they ask us to do to keep us safe. Always use nice words. We need to make good choices and be appropriate with our language and our tone of voice. If we're upset and we're trying to get our point across to somebody, they're not going to want to listen if we're using inappropriate language or we're yelling at them. So usually we need to try to take a deep breath and then communicate in a calm way, as calm as we can, using appropriate words and a calm tone or an appropriate tone of voice. And last, but most certainly not least, always do your best. All we ask is that we do the best we can with what we have from day to day and from situation to situation. And that can look different for each person. That can look different for you from minute to minute sometimes. Maybe you're trying something new that you're not really comfortable with yet. And your best might look different than someone else's best, but that's okay. It's okay if your best looks different than someone else's. It's okay if your best looks different than it did yesterday, because maybe you're not feeling so good, or maybe it's not something that you like to do. But all we ask is that you try your best. That's all anybody can ever ask. And that's how we can have good days, is by trying our best. All right. This week we're going to do our Communication Bill of Rights. Remember, we are all adults and we all have rights as adults. And the rights on this graphic represent your rights surrounding your communication. So we'll go over 3 every day. Okay, so it's a Monday, so we are starting with 3 rights. I have the right to be taught to communicate and have what I need. You're a person, and your thoughts matter. And you have the right to be taught how to communicate those thoughts. No matter what your communication type is, whether that's speech, like Miss Jessica, or maybe using a speech generating device, or pictures, or sign language, you have the right to be taught to communicate in a way that fits your abilities and to have what you need for that communication. Whether that's your device, or maybe you practice with a speech therapist, or you have your pictures and your icons, stuff like that, to help communicate. You have right to those things. And this leads right into this one. I have the right to my communication system and other tools, to have them working and to be with people who know how to set up, use, and fix my communication system. If you use something other than your voice, if you use a speech generating device, or a static board, or a communication book, you have a right to have those things available to you. If you use technology to communicate, then you have a right to have somebody around you that knows how to use it and fix your communication system and help support you with it. That's your voice. Even if your voice doesn't sound like Miss Jessica's, even if your voice is coming out of your iPad, that's still your voice, and you have a right to have the proper support for it and to have it available to you. I have the right to be a part of my community. This one can be a little challenging right now. It's hard to negotiate the idea that I have a right to be a part of my community, but my community is not available to me right now. A lot of us aren't able to do activities outside of our homes. We're not able to meet in large groups. We're not able to go to school. And that's usually how we interact with our community. But because those things aren't available right now, a lot of people in the world are trying to find other ways to interact with their community. And it's been working pretty well. We do these videos. I do these videos for you so you can watch me. I'm a part of your community. We also do Zoom calls for our classroom, and we're going to increase those, some activities, as we go into the new school year, because we are going to continue to distance learn for a while. So we're finding ways to still build and strengthen our community and interact. And it can be hard to say, I have a right to my community, without really having those things available to us. But that's what's happening to everybody in the world right now. And we have to learn to cope. All right. Let's go over our feelings. Today's meeting is a little long. That's okay. All right, are you hungry? Do you have a headache? Are you cold? Are you sad? No. Are you tired? Are you hot? Are you confused? Are you sick? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you bored? Are you frustrated? Or are you thirsty? You can point. You can tell somebody. If you're feeling some way else, you can tell somebody that as well. So, I don't know how this one got so long. I think I just got a little chatty today. Okay. Just looking outside, it makes me feel hot. I don't like it. This is not my favorite kind of weather, and it just makes me not want to go outside and not want to do anything, but I still have to do stuff. I miss you all very, very much, and thinking about the fact that we don't get to be together right now, and we don't get to start the school year together. That makes me sad. Yeah, it makes me sad that we aren't getting to do things the way we normally do. But when I think about all of you home, happy, healthy, safe, well taken care of, the fact that this cannot last forever, and that we're going to find other ways to enjoy our school year and to, well, this part of our school year, the fall, and that we are going to find ways to make this as good for you as possible, and that we are going to be a team through all this, and that we will get back together eventually. That makes me really, really happy. Thinking about all of you makes me happy. Okay. Well, I have rambled on for long enough. It's a very long meeting today. All right. I hope you have a good day today, friends. And I will, I'm going to do a reading video, of course. But I will see you in my videos tomorrow. Bye, friends.